Good morning, class. My name is Emily Wilkinson. I'm going to be your teacher today, and today we're going to be talking about the poultry CDE contest. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, today we're going to be looking at the poultry CDE contest, kind of how that works, and what you guys will need to know in order to be successful and to get the overall learning experience from this contest. So this is a poultry judging contest, but today we are going to focus primarily on broiler chickens. There are various other aspects of this contest, but today we're just going to do broiler chickens. And a broiler chicken is just any chicken that you raise for consumption. It doesn't matter what sex it is just raised for consumption. So by the end of this lesson, you should have a general understanding of this contest, what you were looking for in these poultry chickens, and be able to place a class. So why are we doing this? That is the question, and I hope you guys understand this. So most of you, like myself, enjoy chicken, whether that's chicken nuggets, some chicken strips, just a chicken breast. You enjoy eating chicken, right? Okay, I thought so. But have you ever wondered what your chickens look like before consumption? How they were selected and just how they looked before the harvest process. So that is what we're looking at. Poultry evaluation is going to teach you how to look at these broiler chickens and be able to pick out the best ones for consumption, for consumers like yourself. Our poultry team has had quite a bit of success within this contest. We've had several contest winners. We've had several teams qualify for state and go on to bring us home some pretty cool trophies. So what I want you guys to do is try and continue to be the best, be willing to learn, and be able to work hard at it. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. So I found this quote, and it's by Zig Ziglar, and it says, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." So that's a really good lesson to think about, especially with this contest. You guys have never seen it before, it's new to you. So I don't expect you to be great right off the bat. What I expect you guys to do is to start and to learn to be great at it. So how does this contest work? So there are going to be teams of 4 students, and there will also be 2 alternates. If something happens to a student within a contest and they can't finish, we have 2 alternates to bring in. But for the overall team score, only 4 of those students' scores will be taken into consideration. You are going to work individually. What I mean by that is you're not going to go class with all of your teammates. You're going to go by yourself, mark your cards, and then they will compile all those scores for an overall team score. You will have the option, or not necessarily the option, you will be given the opportunity to be in the running for team awards as well as individual awards. So those 2 alternates that we talked about, those guys will be in the running for individual awards as well. So they don't get left out, so don't worry about that part. You will use number 2 wood or mechanical pencils, absolutely no pens. Speaking from personal experience, if you use a pen on a Scantron, they will not grade it, you will not get the points, and you may lose a contest because of it. So don't get beat by a pen. You will also be using a Scantron. I have an example one here. So you're going to put your name, what class it is, and then the placing that you have chosen. Make sure that you put the right placing that you've chosen and make sure it's the right class. So this is just kind of an example. It'll obviously be more official, but that's just kind of give you an idea. You will have a designated time, maybe like 5-7 minutes per class, to look at these pins. There will be 4 birds in each class. You'll get to handle the birds, whether that be you take the bird out and kind of feel it, or if you just kind of reach in and feel it, just whichever you're more comfortable with, and get you the best results. You will make your placings, and like I previously mentioned, you're going to mark your placings on your Scantron. Again, no pencils, make sure it's the right placing, and make sure it's the right class. At the conclusion, you're going to turn in your Scantron. You will also be given a piece of blank paper. You guys can write your classes on it that way. When they go over results, you guys will know automatically kind of how you did and see where you might be able to stand. So I know all of you, or most of you guys are livestock kids. You know the basic parts and cuts of an animal. So this might be old news to some of you, but for some of you this is new. So we're just gonna kind of talk about the basic cuts of a chicken. So I've put up this diagram, and you have your back, or your neck, your back, your wings, thighs, legs, and breast. Those are all the basic parts. Do any of you guys know the most important cut of a chicken? Okay, yeah. So the most important part and the most profitable is gonna be the breast, which is gonna be right here. When you're judging your broilers, I want you to emphasize on the breast of the chicken. You want that to be big because that's what you're gonna eat, that's what they're gonna sell, that's where the profit is. Also, look at the overall size of the bird. You don't want a little bitty tiny bird who isn't gonna have much to offer. So you want those bigger birds who are fuller and just look better. You're also gonna be looking at the keel bone. Now, that's probably a new term to you guys. That's okay. I'm gonna explain that a little further. So, another diagram for you guys, just to kind of give you a visual. The keel bone is gonna be right here. So imagine this is the breast of the chicken, which we just talked about, and your keel bone is gonna be right there. So this is gonna be what you're feeling when you feel the chicken or when you handle it. So imagine this is your chicken, okay? And this is the breast of the chicken. Your keel bone is gonna be right here in the center of the breastbone. So you guys are gonna take your hands and kind of feel how wide it is all the way down. And then you wanna feel how long it is. So just kind of take your fingers, see how wide or long it is. So the bigger the keel bone is, the bigger your breast meat's gonna be, which, like I've said, that's the most profitable. So bigger keel bone, bigger breast, better bird. So what is the keel bone? Okay, so the keel bone is gonna be an extension of the breastbone. So it connects to the breastbone and it comes down further, it gets wider. And it is basically an anchor attachment for the breast muscles to the rest of the body, or even to the wings. So just think of it as an anchor to the breastbone. Like I said, it should be wide, long. Yeah, correct. So now that you guys know what the keel bone is, you know what to look for. So what I have here is just a quick class for you guys to look at. Unfortunately, I could not find a class of birds before they're being harvested. So this is just gonna kind of let you see what the birds look like without the feathers and what you guys are gonna be looking at through the feathers. So watch this, get out a piece of paper and pencil, write down your placings, and then we'll come back to that. All right, I'll make it a little bigger, I promise. All right, so if you're looking at these chickens right now, this is gonna be the breast. Here's the keel bone. Here's the side view. You can kind of tell how big the breast meat is. Like I said, most profitable part, you want that to be big. Here's just another angle. This is the leg. You also eat that, so that's another valuable piece. You have your wings, your back, your neck. And then here's a back view of the bird. This one really just shows how big the bird is. So that just kind of gives you a good example. All right, you guys got your placings? Perfect. Let's get back. All right, so official placings for that class were 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 bird was here, 1 bird was here, 2 bird was here, 3 bird was here. How many of you guys got that correct? Awesome. Did a couple of you maybe just switch a few pairs? Okay, that'll happen. Like I said, this is new to you guys. You don't have to be great already, but we're gonna work forward to it, and you guys are gonna get better. You're gonna be able to place these classes just a little bit better. What questions do you guys have? Okay. All right. So in kind of a summary of today's lessons, you guys now know the basic cuts of the chicken. Like I said, it was the neck, back, breast, thigh, wings. Like I said, new to some of you, old to some of you, but now you all know, you're all on the same page. So you know what the keel bone is? Like I said, it's the bone on the breast, and you guys know the importance of it and what to look for, kind of how to feel it. So that's a good back pocket material. You've seen an example judging class. Like I said, that was not a class I wanted to show you guys, but it just kind of gave you an idea. So I will do further research and find you guys a better class to look at. And you got the chance to make placings and put those on a Scantron. So that kind of gave you an idea that you put your first bird, second, third, fourth, whether that be 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, or even sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4. Always put them best to worst. Okay, so just remember that. Don't put them in chronological order, so don't do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, to wrap up today's lesson, now that you guys have a general understanding of the CDE contest, we're going to be able to further your knowledge, dive a little deeper, get a little more competitive, send you guys off to a contest and see how we do. Sound good? Perfect. Like I said, we'll continue learning and practicing, so practice makes perfect, and the more willing you guys are to learn, the better we will do. So, our first contest is in 3 weeks, okay? It's gonna be in Lawton, and it's gonna be at Cameron. So, keep that in the back of your mind, have that going through and thinking about that. Like I said at the beginning of the presentation, we'll have to have at least 4 students to make a team, so get with your friends, see who's interested, try to come up with a group of at least 4. We can have multiple teams. That's not a problem with me at all. The more you guys want to participate, the better, or the happier that I will be, and the better we'll be able to do. So, with that being said, let me know if you want more additional information. I can get you a website that has a lot of good information for you guys to look at, maybe even some classes to just look through on your own time. So, like I said, we've had success, so let's continue to do so, and let's be competitive. All right, thanks guys.